Well, our wet, gray, and dismally dreary November has many people hoping to escape to the bright sunshine and beaches south, maybe in Mexico. Expanded service at the Comox Airport had it sold as a departure point for some fun in the sun on the mid-island, but there's a cloud on that horizon. A News reporter Gord Kurbis tonight with the story of 2 out of 3 carriers who had offered flights to Mexico suddenly pulling out. And that has left many people scrambling to make alternative plans.
For Comox's Rick Julyan, an upcoming trip to sunny Cancun this winter was supposed to be a happy occasion. He was planning to meet up with a group heading there for his daughter's wedding. Tickets were booked through Sunwing Vacations in August, but now he's learned his trip has been canceled.
Yeah, it was rough because now we have stress and all that from my daughter. She's really upset when I emailed her and said, we got a problem. And of course she fears I'm not going now, so now she's really upset.
Pulling the trip out from under him was bad enough. Even worse, says Julyan, is the fact Sunwing never notified him the trip was off. Even the travel agency he booked through in Kelowna didn't know it had been canceled.
My biggest concern is why they can do this without, at least notification, and how they can do it anyway when it's already booked and paid for.
The person who first discovered Julyan's Cancun plans were unraveling was Courtenay travel agency owner Susan Davies.
We heard a rumor and waited about 3 or 4 days for the confirmation from the tour company to come through.
Davies says thankfully it's not common for tour companies to cancel plans after customers have already booked, but she understands why Sunwing pulled the plug.
Their intention was to go ahead with the program, but they do have to make a kind of an executive decision. If they're not filling the seats, if the seats aren't selling, then they can't take the risk of running the whole program through.
And it looks like Rick Julyan's problems with Sunwing are not unique because, as it turns out, Air Transat has also canceled its flights between Comox and Mexico. Advertisements for both Sunwing and Transat holiday trips to Mexico are still on display at the Comox Airport, even if the trips are not. Airport managers are sympathetic about the cancellations.
We're disappointed with the decision, of course, and when the airline makes these decisions, we're not consulted, and we don't have a say in the decision. They base it on other factors.
Westjet is still maintaining its direct flights to Mexico throughout the winter months. Julyan finally did receive a refund and has now rebooked himself to fly Westjet, but out of Victoria. In Comox, Gord Kurbis, A News.